Hey guys, Pampd here, and today we're learning how to draw mushrooms. Let's begin. The supplies that I used. I basically used this toned paper, which you will see why I use quite fast, these colored pencils from Faber-Castell, and a normal pencil. So before we begin, fair warning that I drew these by first observing my reference photos to figure out the prominent shapes and colors, and even what kind of poses I can do with those. So those are not drawn from imagination, but they are stylized versions of realistic mushrooms. So for the red mushroom, the dominant two shapes are an oval for its head and a cylinder with thinner neck and wider bottom, as we can notice from the reference photo on our right. The colors I will be using on it are white, pinkish violet color, dark blue, red, orange, and purple. Now we're going to test these colors on our quick sketch to see how they work. In this phase, we can experiment around and see if certain colors work or not. I also learned from this step that it's better to draw the white dots before coloring the mushroom, because the white is very noticeable if you first color it red and then add the white dots. In this phase, we can also do lots of different shapes and styles to figure out which one we like. I did not do that in this case, but I did draw a lot of shrooms beforehand, so I did know what I wanted to go for in this one. Next up, I'm going to draw the red mushroom in detail. That also means that we're going to add reflective lights, and we're going to mix the colors together with the colored pencils, which means that when we color, we're going to color much lighter at the parts where two colors are supposed to mix together. That's it, that's the red mushroom. Next up is normal mushroom. Its shape is like a really pointy umbrella with super stretchy body. You can notice that the real mushroom's head is not that pointy, but I decided to make it more noticeable so I can make the design pop. The colors we will be using for this one are white, orange, green, pink, dark brown, violet, light brown, and light orange. The coloring process is basically the same as it was for the red mushroom. We observe how the colors work together and try to, in a sense, recreate it, but also make certain colors pop. Perhaps in this case, for example, I added light green on the bottom half of the body to give it additional light. Here we can also notice which way we would like to blend certain colors. For example, I could have colored more of the tip with orange, but I did not. Now we just add a darker color around the objects and we're done! For the actual piece. Observe how I use the colors to work together and which colors I used first and which afterwards. Why? They usually blend better in a certain process. For example, if we first color the white and then blend in the pink, it will look much better if instead of first coloring the pink and then doing the white. Try to do this on your own and you will see which colors work better with which. In front of us, we have a drawing of a normal mushroom. Last but not least, the umbrella mushroom. Now I don't know the actual names, so forgive me if I'm using the non-correct ones. If you like to draw something a lot, then it's good to do some research about it, but I'm just drawing it for fun, so I'm sorry for anyone who actually knows mushrooms. Now for the umbrella mushroom, it has a really thick body with a sort of color in between the body and the head. Its head is a reverse umbrella, unlike the normal mushroom, but it also doesn't have the pointy part. It's just turned around. You can also imagine this mushroom as a woman whose hair was blown and the hair stayed up afterwards. Use your imagination. The colors for this one are white, orange, blue, light brown, dark brown, and violet. This is the reason why I mentioned using a toned paper instead of a normal one, since with this paper your colors will pop a lot more and you can basically build your object with light instead of dark. In this piece you can notice that I added the blue so that the drawing is not too monotone and has some thrill going on. Also, I'm sorry for the shadows in this recording. I was still figuring out how my recording space will work, and I'll be sure to put some light next time I do a tutorial. So that's basically it. We have ourselves the umbrella mushroom and we're done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you'd like to see me talk about a certain object or something theme, please comment below. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks when I'm gonna draw an original piece for Redbubble. Remember, be patient and positive. Bye!